What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the CNT podcast. It's been a long time coming. This episode
Six.
six. My fault.
You good?
But it's your boy Tristin
Ken.
back in the building. Yeah, man. Like I said, it's been a long time coming. We've been trying to figure out a way to put this new episode together for a minute. It's been a couple months. We both been busy up at school. We went through a couple different ideas. Try to use, StreamYard, get a stream going on the computer, anything, to get the conversation going again and get some content back out here for y'all. But we back now. Got a little Thanksgiving break. Made it home to the fam.
Thank God.
Thank God. Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. Ate some good food. Was surrounded by love. And yeah, man. What you got to say to the people out there?
I mean, nothing really. Just glad to be back with my guy right here.
For sure.
We got tons of stuff on the way to y'all. Tons of different ideas, different vibes that we gonna create. We just gonna go up. We got a new year coming in.
Facts. New year coming in. New year, new everything. This year, 2025. Strive for greatness in this new year.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Damn, man. I'm about to turn 21. He already 21,
yeah.
so
Nah, my birthday passed.
I got some big plans coming up. Yeah, man. I'm excited for sure. Been up at school, doing some new different things, trying to open some new paths, some new lanes for myself. If you don't know, I started a new photography page. It's called Tristin Shot It. I do my best to capture some pretty good moments up at school. I just really developed this new love for, taking pics. I don't know what it is. Like I always like taking pictures, like of myself and my friends. So once I got to school this year, and if y'all don't know, I'm in a fraternity. And we have parties every weekend, and taking pictures now has just become like a new like staple of like my routine. I get in there, we vibe. I take pictures. I take pictures of everybody. Get pictures taken of myself, and yeah, now we get lit.
At a new school now. Just different vibes. I'm not on the same shit I was on probably at my old school. You know what I mean? I'm more like a lot more focused. Not only focused, just like I haven't really been like going to parties and shit. Like I'm just be 100. Like haven't gone to parties. Like I'm meeting new people and shit. But it's like I'm just like 110% focused. Like I'm really just trying to just graduate and just do what I got to do because I know what's waiting on me. You know what I mean? But it takes that piece of paper for you to be validated. That's just the norm. That's just how people got it set up. So that's really it. Besides school, like I just been really just trying to find myself. You know what I mean? Like Tristin said, I turned 21, so I really just been like just trying to maximize my skills. Just find different stuff that I like to do. I already made music. I really like locked in harder with that. I've seen a difference in my shit. Yeah. Besides the music, just thinking. I feel like I'm a creative, so I feel like I just need to keep creating. Just don't stop. Just keep the ideas flowing. So, that's really all I've been doing.
I mess with what you said about being a creative and this lane that I'm trying to put myself into now. I'm just trying things out, testing things out. I feel like I'm a creative as well.
Nah, you definitely
and
are.
I just gotta keep putting out content every day, or as much as possible, like getting it out to people. And it's not so much so that I want to like show off like so much of my life to people or like expose my life to people so much. It's that I feel like um going through the experiences that I have on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, up at school, at home with my family, stuff like that, dropping that and putting it out so other people can see it helps them, like if they're going through the same experiences as myself. Another thing that you said, that I agree with to a point, but at the same time I feel like there's other ways you can go about it. You said the norm being needing that piece of paper to, progress in your life. I don't know, man. I really just been on some, like, do I 100% need a college degree to do what I want to do?
I feel that.
Because I 100% think it's like, it's necessary for certain people that want to pursue certain jobs and different career paths. But like, for myself specifically, I'm not really like interested in the corporate world. To me, it's fascinating to a point
Mm.
because of what it can do to benefit somebody's like life, like financially, and like what position it can put them in to like set themselves up and set their families up. But like, I'm not the type of guy that wants to work like a 9 to 5
Facts.
every day and sit in a cubicle and have a boss. I've had jobs, and that's to make money and like have the like a little bit of financial freedom at my age. But like, I don't want to work for a boss. Like, when I get into the free world as an adult, like I want to work for myself. I want to
Facts.
make my own money and put my friends and other people in position to make money as well. I'm not trying to be an employee.
Nah, yeah.
Like,
That ass.
that's just how it is with me. I don't think I necessarily fit into the societal norm of going to college for 4 years and 5 years, 6 years, whatever, getting your master's and getting a degree and thinking that's what's gonna skyrocket you straight to the top. Like, that's not ideal. Like, people think that's the ideal path and course for you to be successful. People that didn't graduate high school, that's billionaires.
Facts.
Like, and at the end of the day, it's all about hard work. It's all about the work you put in to get out the success that you want. But I don't think necessarily that going to college and getting a degree is what's going to be the end all be all of being successful.
I agree with the point that Tristan just made. I also just wanted to add and say that, I wasn't necessarily saying that. I was just saying that you know, I do have plans and goals that I do want to reach in the corporate world that don't involve me necessarily touching the very top, but it just involves me like, just starting a business or just, being able to network and show people that piece of paper, like I said, and show them, I did what you did, if not better. And that's also me showing them that, I can jump into that field and excel and probably do better than them. And a lot of people don't like hearing that. But that's just me. I mentioned having a business. I do want to start a business and, put my all into it. And Tristan just said that, he doesn't want to work for anybody. I don't either. I'd much rather put all my time, my energy into something that I can create for myself and, possibly hand off to my children and so forth, like, a generational business or something like that. Um right now, like, I said I'm a creative, but it's like I'm in a spot where it's like I'm really trying to like maximize like just my skill or skills. You know what I mean? I want to figure out exactly what I want to do. In this music shit right now, I'm really trying to see like how hard I could go. There's been tons of times where, I say to myself like not necessarily this is the best I'll get, but this is the best I've ever been. You know what I mean? And I've surpassed that thought like 3 different times within the last like 2-3 months. You know what I mean? So that's showing me my progress, what I can do. Um, but yeah, I really feel like music might be my trait. Because it took me a while for me to break out that shell and like actually have confidence in myself. Because I used to show it to people and just because I'm not getting the reaction that I necessarily want, that kind of made me like go into a shell. But that's just letting you need to go back in the stool, go put back in more work because if you're really passionate about something, you're gonna do good in it. Like you're gonna do good in it. And I'm really passionate with this shit. So I don't really want to talk about it a lot. I'd much rather just show people, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, yeah, like that's my niche. You know what I mean? Like, people like stocks, people like clothing, people like stuff like that. Like when I make music, when I'm talking about music, anything music, that gets my blood going. You know what I mean? Compared to anything else, like that's just how I know it's for me. You know what I mean? And honestly, I pray to God about it all the time. Like I pray to God to like give me signs if I'm not supposed to do it. And I haven't really been seeing any signs to not do it. You know what I mean? So I just really want to lock in and just maximize and just see how well I can do in that field because I believe in myself. You know what I mean? So I know that.
The ultimate belief you have to have is always within yourself,
Most definitely.
and always putting God first. I like what you said there about that, especially thinking about it in a way of building. You have to build the foundation first to get to the point where you can build a business for yourself, build a network for yourself. I go by a saying that your network is the people that you hang around. So when you're out here networking can be an everyday thing, like who the store owner you meet on the corner, the anything, like anybody you meet, like anybody you associate yourself with, hang around, um, you know, they are your network. Those are the people that will influence the amount of effort, amount of work you put in every day. So if you hang around and your friends are just a bunch of lazy people that don't want to do anything, they do the same thing every day, whether you like it or not, that's gonna rub off on you, like somehow, some way.
What's that?
Once you start, I feel like once you start isolating yourself a little bit, and I'm not saying that you can't. Those are your friends at the end of the day. You can't hang out around them because they do the same thing all the time. Um, but like I said, it's gonna rub off on you if you spend 24/7 around them. I feel like once you start to isolate yourself a little bit and work on the things that you need to work on to better yourself, then you'll start to see the results that you want to see. Personally, I feel like I have a strong network of people around me, my family, my friends up at school. Um, I feel like they're very goal driven people. They go after what they want. Um, and if I feel like at a certain point in time this is not the right group of people for me to be hanging out around, I will 100% isolate myself, step away, take the time I need to focus on what I need to be focusing on. And you can ask my friends up at school, like they'll go days without seeing me during the week because I'm doing what I need to do. I'm working on what I need to work on to get better. I'm focusing on myself. But when I need to come back around and I need to be around some love and I need to be supported by them, I'll come back around. We'll have a good time. We'll party, and that'll be that.
Yeah.
But you got to know how to balance like both of those scenarios, because at the end of the day, you need the time for yourself and you do need the time with others. You can't be by yourself all the time, 24/7.
Yeah.
But that's all a part of building that foundation to get to where you want to get to in your life. I like what you also said about maintaining and improving your skill, that being music for you. For me, I feel like I have multiple different skills that I'm honing and tapping into and building up, so I can get to that maximum level that I need to be at. Once I get into the free world, the grown up world, the adult world, I'm doing this photography thing right now. We're doing this podcast thing here.
Yeah.
I'm still in school, working as an econ major. Yeah, nah, man, I'm just really taking every opportunity at my disposal to get to where I want to get to with the photography thing. Um, I just recently went out to Georgia with my father, and we worked for Anthony Edwards basketball camp. My dad is he works for his nonprofit. And now I'm being brought into the fold. I took some pictures out there, posted them on my page, and now I've been put in contact with his photographer, and we'll be going to the Bay Area for All-Star Game, and I'll be taking some pictures, getting some content, hopefully dropping and releasing that to y'all so y'all can see it. Getting to rub shoulders, be with, being around a successful group of people. This is the highest level basketball players you'll ever meet in the world. Yeah, that's really my main focus right now. I'm looking forward to that. That's gonna be right before my birthday. Hopefully taking a trip with my boys. We get out somewhere. I don't really know. We got some things in the work right now, but we definitely gonna do something for my 21st. Get some content for that. Keep dropping content while I'm up at school. Finishing out this last. I got about a week and a half, 2 weeks left.
Right.
We got some big events coming up at school, so we're gonna get that content going too. Yeah.
Good shit, bro. I'm proud of you, bro. For real.
You too, bro.
Like for real. T, you just jumped in the game, so for you to have something like All-Star Weekend on your plate, for you to go and build up the networking, like you said, build up different experience, like you said, that's amazing. You know what I mean? Especially like because, like I said, he just started. So for him to just start and already be at that level, sky's the limit. You know what I mean? And I know T go work hard, do what he need to do for him to excel and be in the position that he wants to be in. You know what I mean? And I just wanted to add on to like a little bit of what he said, just really finding yourself. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's what we're both talking about here, but it's something you really have to do because I feel like a lot of people in life, they just follow the norm. They go to, yeah, we went to school, but we wanted to go to school. You know what I mean? Like, but other people, like I'm saying, they go to school, they get a job, a 9 to 5, work in a cubicle, like T said, because that's what they were told. You know what I mean? They never took a step back like we're doing, and they're saying, you know what, let me really find what I want to do so I can maximize and put my all into that. And I feel like a lot of people, they ultimately never ever find themselves because they throw themselves into that category and they just never give themselves a chance. So we're still young. T's 20, I'm 21. I just turned 21. So I feel like for us to be identifying these things from now, like like the possibilities for us are endless because like I said, we're identifying this stuff and we're just being realistic with ourselves. So I feel like that's amazing. And like also just remembering the people that like were there for you. You know what I mean? Like I'm the type of person, I know T's the type of person, like I'm sitting here right now, I'm gonna remember this. You know what I mean? I'm gonna remember that I sat here and said these things about myself or whatever the case may be. So ultimately I'm holding myself to a certain standard to make sure that I'm able to achieve whatever it is I want to achieve in life.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And I know T's gonna hold me to my word. I'm gonna hold T to his word. That's just how we are. You know what I mean? And I feel like, not even feel like, I know we're gonna be successful, bro. Like no matter what it is, you know what I mean?
Whatever we do,
yeah,
whatever you do, like whatever lane you get in, it can be whatever. As long as you putting in that work to in that specific field, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine.
And also like the distractions, come with everything. You know what I mean?
For
but
sure.
Most definitely, like when you're trying to be like when you're trying to become the best version of yourself, the devil will always send tests to you, always send distractions to you, whether it be women, money, whatever the case may be. You can have your fun. It's just about being able to, keep that balance. T was just saying that actually. Just being able to keep the main thing the main thing. You know what I mean? Don't sway off to the left too much or to the right and get distracted from what you're supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? So yeah, I feel like, that's just all it's about, man. Just self-evaluation. When you self-evaluate, you're holding yourself to a standard, like I said. And when you self-evaluate, you don't need nobody else to say something to you. You know what I mean? It's innate. It's just in you for you to know if you're doing the right thing or the wrong thing. So
keeping that main goal that you have in your head to the forefront, and all the supporting goals to the side, but you knocking off all the supporting goals to reach that main goal that you set out for yourself.
yeah.
I feel like that's just super uber important. I think what you said about the distractions part, like I was saying before, I'm in school. I'm in a fraternity, so I deal with distractions 24/7.
Yeah.
24/7. I'm going out multiple days a week. And I gotta know how to balance that and schoolwork all the time. Do I want to go out tonight? And I gotta study for this test tomorrow. I gotta do this homework. I got assignments to do. Partying all the time. Being around people doing the things that maybe they shouldn't be doing. Am I gonna indulge in those actions, or am I gonna be strong enough to say, you know what, I don't need to do that?
Exactly.
I can party and have a good time and not do, crazy things. I can.
You don't need enhancements.
I don't need enhancements.
Yeah,
we'll say I don't need the enhancements that other people may indulge in, and I can do that without judging them for doing that.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? When you're working towards something, try to keep the distractions to a minimum, and even when they feel unavoidable, do your best to navigate the best course of action. This is like a cliche statement. Don't fall victim to peer pressure. But I feel like it's important to say even at our age. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't fall victim to what everybody else is doing. Like my parents and my grandparents, my uncles always told me, be a leader, not a follower.
Facts.
And once you become a follower, you can't become a leader once you already labeled as a follower.
I also wanted to add on and say that distractions, I feel like in our age group, distractions really come from people that you're around. You know what I mean? We already touched on networking, like making sure you're around the right people. I feel as if like you have to make sure that you're able to identify, certain things in people that kind of don't line up with your goals or your life. You know what I mean? I've had tons of friends in the past, literally the past like year or 2 years that, I stopped talking to them, or, we're just not cool or on that same level anymore because they were on something that I wasn't on, or they believed in stuff that I didn't necessarily believe in. You know what I mean? So, sometimes it is hard. Those situations specifically weren't hard to, cut off, but, some people have people that they've been friends with for like 10 years, bro, and they stop talking to them. And, those are the ones that are hard. You know what I mean? But in the end, you still have to do what you have to do to make sure that you reach where you have to reach. Also, I just wanted to say that you can be a distraction yourself. You know what I mean? Like if you find yourself just like not doing anything, or you're just mad lazy, or you're just not working towards something, like you're a distraction. You're bringing yourself down. And once you're a distraction, once you're a distraction for yourself, like it's like that ship is sailed. You know what I mean? Like there's no one coming to help you, no one coming to save you. Like even if you have like parents or anybody that will step in and try to guide you, like it's, if you don't want that for yourself, you nothing will change. You can't help somebody that doesn't want help. You know what I mean? So I mean, that's all I really got to say about like distractions.
Yeah.
Like that was, I really, I like what you said though, bro. Like for real, like you have to really identify these things from like, not necessarily from the start, but like you just have to identify them. You know what I mean? Just make sure that there's never a time where these things are just flying and you're just not being able to like pinpoint it and be like, all right, like, you know what I mean? You have to just be aware and just observe them. Just
heavy believer, and nobody's coming to save you.
Yeah, heavy.
Nobody's coming to save you.
God's coming.
God, God, but when we're talking about an in flesh like person, like save, that's not, nobody's coming to save you. Your family, like you said, your family can only put you. They can only do so much to put you in position to be successful. At the end of the day, nobody's coming to save you if you don't want to save yourself. If you don't want it for yourself, you're never gonna get it.
Right.
If you get, because everybody gets lazy, but if you fall into like a state of being lazy, so much so to the point where you don't even realize or have the motivation within yourself anymore to want to push and keep going and get out there and do something. Because when I feel like I've been sitting around like for a couple days and I've been bullshitting, I ain't been really on my stuff. Like I think, okay, what do I need to do? Like what work can I get done right now? What can I go do? What can I do to be productive? What can I do to raise my mood? Anything. Let me get out of the house. Let me go to the gym. Let me go chill with my boys. Let me do this. Let me do that. Like let me do something. I can't just be sitting around. I can't sit around idle for too long. Like if I sit around idle for too long, then I start feeling like, okay, what am I doing here? And like I can't be stagnant. Like and I feel like that's becomes, especially within our generation and like our age, like Gen Z, bro. Like we become stagnant too much, especially with the with social media and our phones and all this, like all these devices and all this technology that's been put in front of us is allowing us to become way too stagnant. So we gotta find a way to break that cycle for real.
So I mean, y'all already know we had to get into this,
Yeah.
Drake. You know what I mean? This is post, you guys saw us talk about the beef while it was going on. You know what I mean? So this is post everything. So, but Drake is suing Universal Music Group, which is the same label that Kendrick Lamar is signed to, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, everybody.
Everybody signed to Universal.
Yeah, literally, right?
They're all under the same umbrella. Like all, yeah.
In one of the videos, you said that they were using bots.
I did say that.
You said that.
I definitely said that.
I'm being a man, and I'm apologizing on camera. T said that shit.
What was that, the first episode?
I think it was, actually. If I find it, I'll pull it up. But
But I mean, look,
you did say that.
It's not proven. It hasn't been proven. Just because he's suing, I mean, it's true.
That's true, but that's in the paperwork though.
But Drake's coming back and basically saying, word for word, he said something like, "Oh, if I was Taylor Swift, like this situation wouldn't have went how it went." Like, bro, it's just like, come on now, like we're not gonna do that. Now, I'm a Drake fan. I'm a really big Drake fan, and you know, I support like his music or whatever. But now I feel like it's getting to a point where it's like, bro, this not even about like this not getting into the music no more. Like this is like. This is like a whole like new everything like.
I understand. I get that.
And like people around the beef now. Like I saw what is his name? Punch from TDE is like one of Kendrick's managers or something, and like also DJ Mustard. They was commenting on each other's posts back and forth on Twitter, basically saying like this is crazy because now it's getting away from rap beef. Like people can't even rap beef no more because now we bring in legal. Like come on, we suing now. Like come on, let's keep it to the music. Like I feel like Drake, honestly, the route he should have went is just like, yo, bro, drop some hot music, bro. Like drop some hot music. It don't necessarily gotta be a response to Kendrick or whatever, but at least drop something, bro. I've been waiting on the and we can get into this later, but I've been waiting on the Party Next Door and Drake album. They said it was gonna drop in the fall. That's coming. It's coming for sure. I recently just saw him going this guy XQC stream. He's like a gambler or whatever. I watched the whole stream. He basically said that the album is 70% done. But like, come on, bro. Like you promised to drop it in the fall. It's about to be it's about to be January. It's about to be like December, bro. It's about to be Christmas. What are we doing? We out of the fall.
Type shit. I feel that.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like, I mean, like real quick on the album, since you said it, I feel like that album is about to be fire. I think we're getting that shit about to be full of members.
It's no doubt in that.
That shit about to be full of members only, bro. If you ask me,
like bro,
there, bro.
At the end of the day, like, bro, listen, we can go back and forth all day. Everybody's gonna have their opinion about, bro, you know, who they think is better, this, that, whatever.
That duo.
At the end of the day, people gonna like the Kendrick's music. People gonna like Drake's music. Personally, I don't have a problem with either of the music. I like Drake's music more. I think Drake has done some things wrong. I think Drake has also like been a little tender in this situation. He's been very tender. He's been very emotional, bro. I'm not liking it. I don't like what I'm seeing. I don't like what I'm seeing right now. You know, as far as like, I definitely think without Drake's mention, Kendrick doesn't get to these positions that he's been put
the house
up to right now. Like Super Bowl, Kendrick don't get that without Drake mentioning him.
Hell no.
If Drake and J. Cole never drop First Person Shooter, Kendrick doesn't end up at the Super Bowl.
Where does he end up?
He drops this year, but he doesn't mention Drake and J. Cole and like that. He might not even get featured on that song. But if he does, he doesn't mention them. And he dropped the album recently, but he drops the same album, but it doesn't get as much. I don't think it necessarily gets as much hype as it's getting now, because his new album, if you guys haven't listened to it yet, I did. It's called GNX. I like it. I enjoy it. I like a couple songs of it. I won't hate. It's about to do 325,000 copies in his first week.
That's great.
Which is great.
Nice.
But I don't think it gets as much hype as it does if this whole thing doesn't start.
That's true. The album,
which is obvious. It's obvious. You know, without a rap beef, like, you know, with rap beef, you're gonna get certain hype around your stuff. Like, it's controversy. It's people want to listen to see what you're gonna say. But yeah, I don't know, man.
If he doesn't enter this beef, first of all, I feel like this was inevitable. These two have literally been like at each other's neck since like 2013. Like, so I feel like it eventually would have happened. Probably not in this way, but I feel like I said, it would have happened. Kendrick's album, I think it was Mr. Morale. That was the album, right? Like Mr. Morale and the one where like he's holding his like that album did numbers, but it wasn't necessarily a good album though.
It didn't have,
you know what I mean?
There's a lot of albums that, you know, have good songs, but like you listen to them once or a couple times and then they don't have replay value.
Exactly. Now I'm saying that to say, first week that album did crazy. I know that for a fact. It actually did very good his first week. But I'm saying in terms of an album coming from Kendrick Lamar, that shit did not do what it was supposed to do. Don't get me wrong. There were songs on there that I do like. So
Die Hard
that
with Blast and Amanda.
I love that.
Rain, whatever her name was.
I love that song. You know what I mean? That's off that album. But that's besides the point. That album did not do what it was supposed to do for a Kendrick album. That's what I'm saying. Now, saying that, I'm saying the album after that would have to perform.
I think it's performed. What
was the album after that?
The album after that is this one.
That's my point, though. That's what I'm saying. So he kind of, like you said, T, out of the rap beef, you're going to get more views. He went into that beef, dropped an album.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, though, think about it. His back was kind of against the wall because this album you dropped, it wasn't necessarily what we thought it was going to be. Now, that means the next one that you drop has to go crazy.
He did what he needed to do.
On what?
He did what he needed to do to get the results that he wanted to have.
I feel that. I mean that's rap. I understand that's rap, but I'm saying though, he had to do that. No glazing when I say this, we're talking about the two. Drake doesn't have to do that. Drake doesn't have to beef with somebody before his album comes out in order for it to do good. He doesn't have to.
In our opinion. But like I said, everybody got their own opinion. There's people out here that say that Drake has been dropped like for the people that say $400 is trash. People that say
that's not true though.
People that say it's an opinion though. It's an opinion. There's millions of people out here that will say that. They say Drake's last couple drops, 100 gigs drop. They say that was mid. They say that has no replay value. They say that it hasn't been on the charts. It's that whatever. But then there's also there's people that say like us that say the opposite, and there's also factual like evidence to support claims that we put out because whatever you want to say, Drake has been the most streamed artist every month of the year. Even like the month where him and Kendrick had the beef, he was the most streamed artist. Now I'm saying that to say, listen, I still listen to Kendrick. I listen to his new album. Like I said, I like his new album. There's a lot of new songs in there. When you get a chance, go listen to Luther with him and SZA. That's my favorite song off the album. It is great. Great song.
SZA is so fire.
SZA is fire. If you put SZA on any song, really, like you most likely you're gonna get a hit.
SZA's
most
top. Come on, bro. If we talking,
most likely you'll get a hit.
SZA, if we're talking women just overall, right? Not even from like hip hop or R&B. SZA's top 3.
Yeah,
easily. What song did she have that? She has a song called Low, I think. Okay. I think it's called, you know it?
Yeah.
It's like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know.
Bro, that song is so fire. Like, I didn't peep until the other day. She has Trav on the ad-libs.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was, like, I love Travis Scott, you know what I mean? So it's like, for me to hear the ad-libs on, like, to hear those ad-libs on her song, and then, like, obviously, like, her lyrics was hitting too. Like, yo, I had to go back and look at her, like, her music, bro. Like, yo, SZA's dead tough. Like, SZA's fire.
She had the best album of 20. I think the album dropped 2022 to 2023. Don't quote me, but in the last couple of years, she had the best album that I've heard, like hip hop or rap. SOS was like a groundbreaking album. It was very good.
Wow. That's a big statement to say.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. But like listening to that, like a lot of dudes won't like come out and say that they listen to like
shit is dumb.
It's stupid. It's stupid. But you don't want to see him soft or whatever.
It's music.
I'll be real. My homies get out of the car, I'm listening to SZA. If we driving around, I drop my boys off, and I'm going home, I'm listening to some SZA. I was listening to some SZA on the way home yesterday.
I feel that.
She got a song on there with Travis Scott. Open Arms. Crazy. Traverse, insane. Insane.
I don't think I heard that.
Insane. That's a song I would play at my wedding if my wife was walking on now.
Wow.
Yeah. I would play that song, and I would play Travis verse off that song, and I would play Amen by Drake and Tizo Touchdown.
I don't like that song.
I love that song.
Like, that's like one of the only songs I don't play off that song. Like,
I love that song.
Nah, yeah. Nah,
specifically to have my wife walk down the aisle to that. That would be insane.
I've always said, like, since I was young, like, my sister watches this, like, she can attest. Like, since I was like 8, I've always said I wanted to play Safe and Sound. You know that song? Like, we're safe and sound. Ever since I was a little boy, I've always wanted to play that at my wedding, and I will. Like, I'm gonna play that at my wedding, God willing. But like, I don't know. I just touched on that.
You trying to have a Disney Channel wedding, gang?
Yo, bro, listen. in the moment, that shit, everybody gonna feel that song.
You gotta.
I'm letting Shorty know she's safe and sound.
If you playing that, who you got walking down the aisle? Because she gotta be of the Caucasian persuasion.
Nah, no, she doesn't.
Like that's what it sounds like to me.
Like I said, they gonna hear the song and they gonna feel the vibe. I'm letting Shorty know you safe and sound.
Okay.
Type you shit. You trying to that shit about to be fire.
Okay. Super Bowl halftime show. That's crazy. That's crazy. And to touch on that topic, it's like, you know, me personally, I don't want to see Kendrick Lamar at the Super Bowl at the halftime show. I'm not gonna watch that halftime show. That's gonna
I'll probably watch it.
I'm probably not gonna watch it. It'll be on the TV, but I'm probably not gonna pay attention to it.
Nah, yeah, I feel that. That's understandable. I get that.
It's not, but it's not even because I'm hating. It's just like, you know, I'm not gonna be that. Depending on the song choices he picks,
yo,
it really all depends on what he decides to play, bro. to perform at the show. Because if it's on some like high power spiritual, like I'm not listening to that. I'm not listening to that. And I'm not hating. If he play some heat, like if he play something I rock with, I'll tune in. I'm gonna tune in and we gonna get lit. But I really don't. I don't know. I don't think he fits like what is supposed to be the Super Bowl halftime show. As far as like Lil Wayne situation and like Lil Wayne reacting how he did to Kendrick obviously getting the halftime show in his hometown.
Come on, bro.
What?
That's fucked up. Wayne should have got that.
But Wayne was never but that's the thing about it. And this is why I say I'm not hating on Kendrick, because Wayne was never considered. And Wayne has been, people don't know, but Wayne was asked to do the halftime show. This is not the first time the Super Bowl has been in New Orleans.
No, yeah, that's it. No,
so Wayne has been asked before. You had the opportunity before, but why is it so like crazy and mind blowing to him now that he didn't get the offer? And Kendrick, because this, I'm not gonna lie, you know, statistically and like being in the music industry, like or being a supporter of the music industry, this would be Kendrick's year to do it.
Nah, yeah,
just because of the buzz that he's getting from all this controversy and drama. He's
the biggest artist right now. Like if you look at it like that, like
if you look at it in that light, he is the biggest artist right now. And you know, typically like one of the bigger artists get the Super Bowl halftime show.
But guess who got the World Cup?
The World Cup is, you know, that's the most watched event on.
Come on, bro.
In the world,
you can have that. Yo, you can have that, bro. And I'll probably still.
I'm trying my best to stay unbiased. Because getting the Super Bowl is a huge deal.
I feel it. I feel the unbiasedness, and I know I am being a little bit biased right now, but bro, me personally, I don't want to hear "Not Like Us" at the Super Bowl.
I don't want to hear it either.
But guess
that's the one song I really don't want to hear. And I know he's gonna play it.
Because that's why he there. That song is the reason. I mean, like that. But I mean, Not Like Us.
That's not his song though.
Exactly.
That's not his song,
bro. No. Not Like Us is the reason that he will be performing there, so he has to perform that shit. You know what I mean?
You think he's gonna perform King Kunta?
Yes.
Thinking about like what he's gonna do, I think he's expecting people to think he's gonna go out and do that and and play those like, you know how the Kendrick, and this is like the main thing I hate about like some Kendrick fans. They feel a certain type of way when people say that they don't want to listen to Kendrick music because they think, people are saying that because he is. You don't understand this. Like this is too like high level like knowledge for you, intellectually for you. Like
I feel that.
It's not about that. Like his music just not. It doesn't resonate, and it doesn't. Like people don't want to hear that all the time. Like people don't want it. It's not a vibe. It's not a vibe. It's not a like. Always music, and that could go for the same for Drake, bro. Like that goes same for Drake. People don't feel like Drake fits their vibe at the time. So I mean that's cool. I think he's gonna play. I think he's gonna do the opposite and play what's popping. Like I think right now TV off his album is going crazy. I feel like he's gonna play Squabble Up, which is a song that came out a couple months ago. People that when it was unreleased, people was bumping that. He's gonna play like all the West Coast like get people hype songs. Obviously, he's gonna play Not Like Us, which I'm not. I don't want to hear that.
I don't want to hear that.
But if he sticks to that formula, it's gonna be a successful halftime show. And like I said, if it's rocking and people and I watch it and it's rocking, I'm a rock with it.
I feel that. Nah, yeah.
It's like I would rock with it if Drake was performing, if anybody else was performing.
Listen, bro.
I'm not gonna have no bias towards it.
Hey,
listen. But when I close it out, I'm gonna close it out right here with this. As far as the Wayne situation, I think Wayne could have went about this so much more, and I think it was just so unnecessary to like, kind of talk down on Kendrick, and not necessarily talk down on Kendrick, but to attack other people because they didn't pick you. Sure. And Wayne is a legend. Wayne is a legend in multiple different generations. Legend in my eyes, legend in. He's a legend in your eyes.
Hell yeah, for sure.
Legend in my pop's eyes, like legend in my uncle's eyes, my grandfather. Like Lil Wayne is a GOAT of hip hop. Now is not your time.
Nah, that ass.
Now is not your time.
He's a GOAT for so many different things. Like,
yeah,
he's a GOAT for his music. He's a GOAT for who he brought in the game. Yo, I made the best male and female artists
of our generation.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like,
for sure.
That's that's an achievement in itself.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, it just wasn't his time, and. You know, this is Kendrick's time now. Like, everybody just got to stop complaining, let him perform, and that'll be that.
Yo, Lil Wayne probably would have bought Drake out.
Probably would have bought Nicki out too.
Yeah, and
that's why Nicki was going so crazy.
Yeah,
she was going crazy on Twitter.
Obvious. Yo, no funny shit. That would have. I feel like in terms of like the hip hop community, that would have like derailed everything. Cause like think about it. If Kendrick let's keep it on it. If Kendrick just killed him in a rap beef. And you have Lil Wayne go up there and bring up the dude that he killed to the world, it's kind of like, yo, what are we doing? You know what I mean? Like, it would look weird. It would just look weird.
At the end of the day, it's still Drake.
I feel that, but like, it's like, T, you just lost a rap. Think about it. Drake just lost a rap battle, and Drake's performing at the Super Bowl.
But think about it like this. If that was to be the case, and we saying that Kendrick killed him in a rap beef, Drake still is in every single category in all of these like music awards. He's the number one name in all them categories. Like his album, his songs that he dropped this year, he's still the number one. He's in every single like relevant male artist category that you can have in an award show. He's in every single category and every nomination.
But see, that's because he already built up a resume that's like undeniable.
Exactly. So whether or not whichever way you sway in the outcome of this rap beef, whichever way you think,
I see that. I see it.
He's always going to be a constant in those conversations.
That checks out. But you see what I'm saying, though, right?
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
I see what you're saying.
I get what you're saying.
That checks out. That checks out. Because Drake is Drake. Drake is Drake. I feel that.
Now, what do I think would be like more popping for the hip hop community?
Yeah.
Kendrick or Young Money all together? I would say Young Money. Obviously.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that. Obviously.
That
Wayne, Drake, and Nicki, bro. Come on.
That's the trio.
That's
yo. Come on, man. And you'd be showing that to a different generation that probably don't even know who they are.
I feel like Kendrick fans can't even deny that though.
Nah, they can't.
Bro, yo, could you rather see,
bro? Lil Wayne. That's like one of the only artists I've never heard anybody like really like try to shit on. Like he usually gets his bro. Lil Wayne,
they treat Lil Wayne like he's like the boogeyman, bro. They say like if you peep with like all this controversy going around with him saying the stuff about the Super Bowl or whatever, and like thinking he deserves to be in that spot. Like whenever they like mention like any type of beef that could happen between him and Kendrick, everybody in the comments, 90% of the comments say, you don't want to hear the flick of that lighter.
Nah.
You don't know what that means? Then, yeah.
Yo, listen, bro.
If you know, you know. Yo. You hear that lighter flick, it's on. It's ready to.
I would not want to be in a rap beef with Lil Wayne. Like, I would take on anybody. Yo, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I would rather battle anyone else in rap history than Lil Wayne.
Facts.
Like that's literally suicide. He's gonna break down your life, every syllable, it's over for you.
And if I don't know if you peeped, you said you listened to Kendrick's album, right?
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
Not one
time. He mentioned there was a line where he mentioned something about the Super Bowl.
Oh no, I saw it. Complex on post.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Nah, yeah, facts.
He mentioned something about Wayne, and then Wayne responded on X and basically said, like, I don't bother nobody.
Yo,
like, leave me alone. Like, I don't want to have to, like, basically saying, like, calm down.
Yo,
I don't want to have to take it there.
And listen, as much as old as Wayne is, I still got him beating Kendrick.
I got him cooking Kendrick. And look,
y'all
listen, I don't know if you saw it, but also you saw what he said about Snoop Dogg and Whack Murals. That was like the first song of his album.
I ain't see
basically saying like calling him a clown, like he called him out for reposting the Taylor made freestyle that Drake made with the AI.
Nah, but T, that was some bullshit though, T.
I mean,
that's some bullshit.
But it was tough though.
It was tough. But yo,
it was tough. It was a low shot. It was a low blow. Pause. Mm-hmm. Watch that. Snoop. Mm-hmm. He didn't answer like Lil Wayne did. He went about it. His response was, "Yeah, like that Kendrick album, you the greatest." Like he put like a bunch of fire emojis and his tweet. I'm like Snoop, what's good? What's good, bro? What's good, Unc?
Yo, bro,
Unc tripping.
Yo, Snoop worried about. Only thing Snoop worried about is that bag.
listen. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. He is getting to that. Yo, he's getting to that bag.
Listen, he heard that Taylor made shit. Yo, I know he was bumping that shit in the crib.
I was bumping
it.
It was an Instagram reel. It wasn't even a real song.
It
wasn't even a real song. It was an Instagram reel.
It was to show you how serious it was. It was an Instagram reel. I found it on SoundCloud. They took it down. I found it on YouTube.
I had it off Telegram.
Damn.
It was in my notes.
Damn. But nah, yeah.
But Snoop, listen. Yeah. Snoop, I don't blame you. You get into that bag.
Right now. Snoop is getting to a bag.
And speaking of getting to that bag, Snoop was just recently on Cenat's subathon. I don't know. You been tuned in for this whole week, like month subathon you've been doing for the whole month of November?
All of the lights.
I don't know what that was.
Yo, that shit was hilarious. Yo,
if you haven't watched and you haven't tuned in yet, Cenat has been running a subathon for the whole month, bringing on different special guests every day. He had Kyrie yesterday. He had Kevin Hart and Drewski a couple days ago.
Chris Brown,
Sexy Red, everybody. You name it, he had them there.
Benny Blanco,
everybody. SZA, Lizzo.
Yeah, literally everybody.
Literally everybody. He had LeBron. He had LeBron's son on stream with Kevin Hart and Drewski.
Basically, Bron too. He
FaceTimed Bron. Kevin Hart hung up on him on live on stream.
We would have to get.
That was crazy. That was crazy. But I like this. I like this. They're saying that this is They're saying that he's the new age iCarly.
I agree.
Yeah. At the end of the day, bro, like I was saying, Cenat to me is the new iCarly. And I just think it's like super, super dope and super cool to like see like a young black man just like us, not too much older than us, about 2 years older than us.
I was like 22.
22.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Like
doing his thing out here, inspiring people, inspiring, you know, the next generation of kids. Like there's so many young kids that want to be like him and want to pursue this path and do what he does. But I more so for me specifically, like I just love to see like the guests that he's bringing on and like the jewels that they drop for the people. Like that's like to me what is so important and so dope about what he's doing for like this whole month. Like specifically, he had Kyrie Irving on yesterday for Thanksgiving, and I was just telling Cam before we started the video that he dropped some major jewels that like I found myself like in my head thinking like picking up and soaking up. No diddy. But yeah. Anyway, Kyrie was touching on some very like important points that I think are, you know, could push you very far in life if you use them and apply them to your life. So basically, they asked him about Kobe Bryant, and he told this story about how, you know, I miss that guy every day. Like Kobe was like the way he lived life and the way he played the game and the way he set up his lifestyle was like something like you can look forward to. But you had to be like he explained it in his scenario, like his situation and how he approached it. How Kobe gave him like this set out this certain goals for yourself before that season where he won the championship. Basically, Kobe was saying that, you know, you need to isolate yourself more to get to, and this can relate back to what we were saying earlier in the episode. You need to isolate yourself more to get to that mountaintop, to that point where you want to be. So, and it might not always be as like the goals that Kobe set out for Kyrie weren't like goals that he and missions that he necessarily always wanted to do and like weren't always comfortable, but doing that and getting comfortable within yourself with doing that is identifying yourself. Like you doing that, those goals that Kyrie set out, that Kobe gave him, got him to that point where he won the championship and did all this stuff. Right. But he also explained it in a way so that all the people around him that were listening, like Kai and all his friends or whatever, he was telling them like, yo, you need to be the type of person where it's like, teach me, I need to be open to being teached. Like I don't know anything, so you tell me like how I need, because Kobe was really like a blueprint for like greatness and success. People, like, and Kyrie explained it in a way so like Kobe was a hero, but he didn't see himself as a hero. He didn't want to be seen as a hero, and yeah, like basically, he was saying Kobe like teetered the line of like, okay, I'm really not gonna hang out like with these people. Like I'll be a mentor, but I won't be a mentor to everybody. Like I don't want to hang out with you. I don't want to work out with anybody. I'm only gonna give out my wisdom and my knowledge and my goals and stuff that I put out to get to the success that I'm at, to people that are willing to listen and willing to open their ears and learn. Yeah. Having Kobe as a mentor is crazy. Like Kyrie really got lucky, and I think that having people like him come on your show and drop those type of jewels on the public that's just a gift.
I feel like what Kai's doing is, obviously he's not the first person to stream. You know, we used to watch like Fredo. Like you remember when Fredo used to stream?
I never really watched Fredo streams.
I
watched his videos. I never really watched his like YouTube video. I really like his streams.
Like, I remember like that was like 7th grade, like 7th, 8th grade. I was watching Pretty Boy Fredo's 4-hour streams in its entirety. Like I was sitting down doing that. Like, you know what I mean? But it was just like, I remember that feeling, and I'm getting that same feeling from God. You know what I mean? And for me to be getting that same feeling, that's letting me know like, yo, you're doing what you need to do. Cause yo, do you remember when Fredo was at his like peak?
Yeah.
Everyone was watching.
He was one of the biggest YouTubers on the platform.
Literally, you know what I mean? And it's like Kai's made it to the point where the platform that he was using is now his platform. For like, sure. See, I saw a statistic. I'll put it up if I'm able to find it again. It said that if you are streaming, well, let me not even put it like that. It says that when Cenat starts his stream, if you're streaming, if you have like, say for example, 10 viewers, it'll drop to like 4. That's which crazy. Means you're ultimately losing attention because of this person.
He's has such a gravitational pull.
Exactly. Literally.
That's like he's built such a crazy community that it's just like, it's overwhelming. He's a face of Twitch. He's a face, not only Twitch, I feel like he's a face of streaming. Easily. In general. He's a face of streaming.
No question. And it's like, I feel like with that, it's like he's able to, you know, like do what he wants to do, essentially. You know what I mean? Like that's what we all want to do. We all want to be able to do whatever we want to do when we want to do it. And another example, like I think it's Eric Emanuel, like, you know, the clothing brand?
Yeah, Eric Emanuel.
Yo, literally, like he asked, like Kai wanted like some of them because he had his friends over and stuff. He asked the company like, yo, how much can I have? However much you need, because you have to think about it. This is advertising now. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give you free stuff because I know people are watching you, and I know that can ultimately make me money. He's a brand. You know what I mean? He maximized his brand, and that's what we all should be doing.
Maximizing your brand.
There you go, bro.
Maximizing your brand.
That's what he did. So I mean,
that's important that you say that.
Facts. Very important. Just in terms of just like, I mean, we're talking about Kai right now. Just in terms of Kai, like, yo, like hats off. Like I put it on my story the other day. Like, yo, he's inspiring me to, you know, we already talked about being creatives, but like he's inspiring me to put my own to myself, because yo, if you don't believe in yourself, who gonna believe in you, bro? Nice. You feel me? Like this dude is really breaking down walls, and he's doing it through God, bro. That's what I love. Like he's able to talk about God on his platform without losing out on the bag. I mean, he probably is losing out on the bag. I mean, you know what I mean? But it's like, who cares? Like, I'm doing this for a reason.
He's still making money.
You know what I mean?
Bro, he's still making money, bro.
That ass, bro. But my thing is, like, ultimately what I'm saying is, like, he's staying focused, and he's not letting money, people, or anything change who he is as a person. He came in the same, and he's still the same way. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, bro, you gotta be realistic with yourself sometimes, man. Like, I know he's probably sitting down with himself like, yo, I just had Kim Kardashian in my trailer, bro. You know what I mean? I just had Kyrie pull up to my. I just had Kyrie pull up to my crib and help me teach me stuff. Like, this is stuff that you have to kind of say to yourself. It's like pinching yourself, bro. You know what I mean? And you gotta like, even us, bro. Like, through life, when you're going through like different stuff, going to like different stages in your life, you have to identify that. I mean, you have to like let yourself know, like, yo, you doing what you need to do. You know what I mean? Like, you have to do that, because if you miss out on that, it's gone forever. And it's just a memory, bro. Like, that's all I gotta say. Like, Kai, keep doing your thing, my boy. Like, that shit, for sure. You doing your thing. And big up New York too, bro. You from New York, bro.
From BX.
Literally right here. My son right here, bro. You know what I mean? Like, that shit, bro, for real. Like, you doing your thing, bro.
Funny story. When I was coming out of high school, I was talking to my counselor, and you got to put like a group of schools together that you when you're a senior that you think you want to go to.
Yeah.
So, like, one of the lower schools, like, it was just like a school that I would go to if I didn't want to like go far, like leave the crib too much. Safety school, like, whatever. And it was a SUNY. It was called SUNY Mooresville. Now, a lot of y'all, I'm sure 90% of y'all don't know what SUNY Mooresville is, but that's the school that Cenat went to. And this is where he was recording his earliest videos at in YouTube. Like, I was watching Cenat like when I was in high school, and he was still at SUNY Mooresville, and he was broke. Like, he had no money. He was recording. You know, Dez.
That, hell yeah.
He was recording with one of his best friends, Dez, who's now on his streams. And that's another thing. He bought. Listen, he stayed the same. He brought all his boys up with him.
I like that, literally, bro.
So he was dead broke at the school, making his content and dropping it every day, dropping it daily, and staying consistent, being consistent in what it is that he wanted to do, and just seeing him go from there to like being the person that he is now, like, that's really crazy to me. Like, that's like a wow, like, pinch myself moment. Like, dude, like, you really did it. And it's motivation, it's inspiration, bro. If he can do it, you can do it.
Facts.
We can do it. We all can do it. Like, and and it's like people be in the TikTok comments saying this, that, whatever, and saying like, this is brain rot, like, unemployed, this, that, whatever, bro. This is like this is people don't get to do this like every day. Like, people don't get to meet these type of people every day. Me and John Cena, you mean
in a
lifetime. Like, hundreds of thousands of viewers, hundreds of thousands of subscribers, millions of followers on every social media platform, millions and hundreds of millions of dollars being made. Like,
when you say it like that, bro, like, hell yeah, it shows you.
And you never changed. You never changed up. You still got the same people around you. You still got the same friends. You still got the same family. Like, his mom is on stream. He got his sisters, his brothers on stream. Like, and then you bringing in a whole different network of new people that fit you. You know what I'm saying? Like Ray, you got the AMP guys, Duke, all them, Agent, all them.
Talk about that.
Like
he set, bro.
So many different lanes that he put himself into. It's just like, you don't even got to pick one now. Like, you can just sit back and just let it all work for you.
He could stop today.
He can stop today.
Cenat can stop today.
And that's the point where you want to get to, where you can sit back and be like, yo, I could stop right now and I'm good. My family good. I'm good.
22-year-old.
22 today, right now. Bro. He can stop that subathon right now and live good for the rest of his life.
And his kids,
his kids will be all right.
Generational wealth. That's what it's about.
Returning to CNT podcast. This was a good episode, y'all. I feel like we touched on a lot of important topics today. I'm glad to be back.
Me too.
We're definitely gonna start dropping more videos as the school year starts to wind down. We almost at the finish line, guys.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, man. I'm T.
See,
we gonna link everything on the screen here. Subscribe, post notifications, like the video, and yeah, man, stay in tune with us. We coming, man. We hungry.
That ass.
Let's get right. It's a 5-year plan. We out of here. Safety.
All of the lights.